To start us off, can we just talk about your collaboration? You know, you guys have been working closely on Open RAN expansion here in Europe. Can you just kind of give us a bit of background on how you guys have been working together in that space? Kyriakos, maybe start with you.
Yes. Well, from Vodafone, we are one of the leading operators in the Open RAN ecosystem development. We started working with Samsung together about 8 years ago, maybe. And then we passed, ensure that what we will do together will be standard compliant with ORAN Alliance. And then after that, it was a journey of going through proof of concepts to prove the initial technology delivers the capabilities. And then we waited full standardization, and then we did a global tender where we awarded Samsung as a strategic supplier. And since then, we are now into full commercial deployment. We start with Germany, and we are very excited to have, what we started as a little baby 80 years ago, now to see it on the field.
And Daniel, maybe you can chime in on the Samsung piece to your collaboration.
Yeah, sure. As Kiri mentioned, we have the one single server per site innovation, which is very important because it reduces a lot the total cost of ownership. And actually, during this Mobile World Congress, we jointly announced that we made the first call over the new CPU platform, the Granite Rapids from Intel, that enables this capability.
From a live network perspective, Kyriakos, can you talk a bit more about the tangible benefits of your collaboration right now and what you guys are working on?
The last year we started the commercial deployment in Germany. That's to make it a success requires collaboration from all the partners in the ecosystem. And we started with a pilot in Hanover, which now we can be really pleased that the KPIs on 5G and 4G are on parity with what we had before. And we don't want to stop there because now we will go into a golden cluster in the first city before the summer, where we will have the full-blown real Open RAN in all the layers with a single server configuration that will allow us to be also more cost efficient. Because what we want to ensure that this is not just a new technology and new architecture, but is very efficient, provides benefit and network efficiency to the customer. And as a result, cost requires as well volumes, right? So we need to start scaling and not stay on a few sites. We need to start putting thousands of base stations. That will create volumes and mass scale, economies of scale, and will bring the cost down overall. And the third area is capabilities, right? So to ensure that is a cost-efficient deployment, we need automation. And that's what real Open RAN architecture really supports is an automation layer where we can have new applications for network efficiency, performance, energy consumption, and that will allow us to drive more benefits for our customers. The cost to operate that is much lower than what we had before.
Yeah. And so then on the Samsung side, what are some of the tools, platforms you guys are integrating here into this collaboration? Maybe you can talk about that.
So as Kiri said, mass rollout is a very important part of it.
Yeah.
So the deployment automation is quite key because we have to deploy the solution faster. Of course, performance optimization and energy efficiencies are very important. For energy efficiencies especially, as Kiri always reminds us, you can save a lot of money if you do it right. And then on the operation side, we also have the anomaly detection and the root cause analysis, which allows you to detect issues faster and also to solve them quicker.
So the last few years, AI has been everywhere. Everyone's a lot of noise around it, but I think we're starting to try as an ecosystem and settle into something that's beyond hype, into how these pieces actually come together. And what do you both see as the requirements for advanced AI capabilities to really happen, and maybe how are you collectively preparing for that kind of ecosystem or making that a reality?
Yeah. We work together very closely. Actually, in fact, we are now also joined in the AI RAN Alliance, right, and we collaborate there. The first area as a priority is AI for RAN. That's where AI comes to improve performance, right? So when we talk about link adaptation, channel estimation, beamforming, multi-user MIMO, all these algorithms now will come with AI built in that will provide much better performance for the network. And then on the SMO layer, is where new applications for orchestration, multi-agent coordination, energy efficiency will come to complement even better performance. The second area is the compute. Open RAN is based on compute platform. So now what we see, like two trends there. There is the AI based on acceleration, where we can have with Intel, we have now a way to have an adaptive matrix that is, AI based and can deliver better capacity for computing. Or if we need GPUs one day, we don't need them now, but if GPU requirement comes in, then we can have AI based on, you can see what NVIDIA has developed, and is really innovative in the industry, right? And that's the second area where we are looking and collaborate there in RAN Alliance. And the third one is AI on RAN. That's where AI comes for the edge, and you can really see how you can expose and commercialize certain verified network capabilities like AI-based optimization, AI-based orchestration, generative AI application, multi-agent coordination. So all these applications you can start monetize on the edge, but we need to see when is the right demand there for certain industrial applications or mission critical applications and other ones that will drive that demand and generate the revenue, because that part on the edge will require some additional investment. So we need to see when is the right time.
Right.
Yeah. Daniel, what would you add to that piece?
Yeah, actually, I would like to add that, of course, the GPUs are important, and it basically allows you to bring the innovation basically to the limit. But we can also apply AI algorithm to the CPU. So the servers that we are currently installing, they are already fit for purpose. And this is basically possible because we have a software-driven architecture that is future-proof and is open. So we can just apply new functionality, whether it's AI capability or telecom features, just by software upgrades. And this in the past, you basically had to replace one monolithic box, and now you have this platform where you can do all these things in your network quickly. And that is a very important point that we are working on.
Yeah. So to close this out, I mean, you mentioned AI RAN. I know you at Vodafone have this 5-year
Yes.
5G RAN plan. Can you guys talk a bit about how you guys are working together on that plan and bringing that forward?
Well, we started that program a year ago. We are now 1 year into the 5-year plan. And our priorities there were to have network modernization and put all the new latest generation radios, multi-band radios that are highly efficient, and deploy 5G standalone and start expanding with 2 carriers and 3 carriers to provide better customer experience. And the second area is energy efficient. With all these multi-band radios, will allow us to keep the energy consumption flat while traffic growth goes like 17-20% every year. And that's something we have achieved today, and we are very proud of it. And the third area after that is to build the new capabilities on top. So 5G Advanced is here, is now. We have now deploying 5G network slicing, mission critical services. We will introduce Red Cap. So this is where will allow us to start creating now added value on top of the 5G. And this is what 5G came in the first place.
You're right.
So we don't have to wait for 6G. 5G Advanced is coming. And now with the AI, we can build the additional network efficiency on top to allow us to deliver these new capabilities in a more efficient way.
So our role at Samsung is basically to support Vodafone, execute their vision, and also support them with their choice of partners without any disruptions. And at the same time, we keep working on automation and intelligence. So we make things work for our customers like Vodafone.
Kyriakos, Daniel, thank you so much for being here.